soy Jessica Macho y estás escuchando el podcast Survivor NSFW con Jonny Fairplay y Matt Bischoff.
Welcome to Survivor NSFW, Jonny Fairplay. The reason I love YouTube so much is because I get to look at you via our webcams to see not only your badass, which is awesome Survivor NSFW t-shirt, which you can get right now, JonnyFairplay.com, the amazing artwork of Eric Reichenbach, who we were at Hearts of Reality with. I love the shirt. And the beauty of Eric Reichenbach and myself and you, Jonny, is the connection that we have because Eric played Fans vs. Favorites 1 and Fans vs. Favorites 2. He played with you, and then he played as a favorite and me being a fan. So the fact that just the whole symbiotic gnosis, relationshipiosis of making that artwork is fucking awesome. So I love it. Get it now, and your mustache is sweet too. So for people that are looking on our video version, which is up on YouTube, we have a badass YouTube channel. Jonny, tell people how they can subscribe and see all of our past just library of videos.
Well, if you go to SurvivorNSFW.com, we have a link for the audio version, which is hosted through Audio Boom, and we'd like to thank the good folks there. But we've added video content, and we've gone back many weeks. We wanted to start with just bam, here's just a shitload of videos, like the scientific term, obviously. But you'll notice here the last couple weeks. Sweet fucking mustache, courtesy of Mean Whip from Mean Beard.
Hell yes!
I feel like I got some fucking Cool Whip in my in my mustache, but in a good way.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man.
So I want to thank the folks over at Mean Beard. And
So for people that don't know, so here this is a crazy story. So a longtime friend of mine, his name's Joe. He is part owners, in Mean Beard, which makes beard oils and beard product. Well, the dude that started it, his name is Barry Stock. He's a guitar player of the band 3 Days Grace, which is a huge fucking rock band.
Dude, pause. Fucking Saturday night, Charlotte, North Carolina, 2 hours for me, 3 Days Grace.
This Saturday night?
Oh, no. This past Saturday, I fucking...
Dude, why didn't you fucking tell me? I
had no idea.
Hookup, dude.
No, they're touring with Chevelle and some other play. I heard Chevelle tore the house down. However, Five Finger Death Punch is coming in October.
With 3 Days Grace. They're doing a tour. So
great.
Keep me posted. So yes, so I will get you the hookup.
Yeah.
Because Barry, the guitar player of 3 Days Grace, is a good friend of mine. Yeah. And he's a big Survivor fan, him and his wife. They actually came to my house, dude, for one of my Survivor viewing parties. And it was insane because Kurt from The Amazing Race is a huge 3 Days Grace fan. And some of my neighbors were at my house, and it's like, dude, the fucking guitar player of a huge rock band is at Matt Bischoff's house, right? And it's just fucking, he's just a normal dude, but he's fucking awesome. And It's so hilarious because, like, we had some adult beverages, and after the Survivor premiere, I don't know if it was Ghost Island or what premiere it was, but anyways, dude, he grabs my fucking guitar off my wall and starts playing Nutshell from Alice in Chains. And, like, I'm buzzed as hell, and I'm like, in my living room singing Nutshell with fucking Barry from 3 Days Grace, who's my friend, you know what I mean? But it's just still kind of, wow, tripped out shit. And then he starts playing 3 Days Grace songs, Barry did, and Kurt from The Amazing Race is, like, singing all these 3 Days Grace songs. I'm just like, my life is fucking insane. But nevertheless, dude, he owns Mean Beard. Mean Beard makes beard oil. Check out meanbeardco.com for oils and all kinds of stuff, merch. Jonny, what do we got?
I suggest the Mean Whip Beard Enhancer. So,
yeah, and we actually, dude, it's crazy because when Jonny and I were at Hearts of Reality, right before Hearts of Reality, Wendell hit me up and said he sent me a video. He's like, dude, he's like, I'm out of mean whip, that stuff you got, the mean whip stuff.
There you go.
So I told my friend, who I can hook you up, Jonny, with beard stuff whenever. So remind me when you come.
I'm good. Joe hooked me up at the Cincinnati event.
Okay, cool. So he hooked up Wendell, I think, at that event too. But dude, so Wendell's like, dude, I need some more. So Jonny and we knocked on Wendell's door. I gave him a package of beard supplies. So
yeah, Jonny might have been in his underwear.
And Jonny, unfortunately, you shaved your fucking beard that day, which I have video footage of. I got video footage.
That's going on the Patreon. So,
yes.
So to peek behind the curtain of what's going on today, we do the weekly podcast that drops every Wednesday, and we love doing it. And 9 times out of 10, or I guess more, so 7 out of 10 times, there's a new episode of Survivor on, and right afterwards we record a podcast and we drop it as soon as we can. That's how we make the weekly podcast. However, we have a Patreon page, which is for people that would like to support the podcast further than just listening. They like to monetarily support the podcast. So as a result, we do a weekly Q&A in which, if you become a patron, I send you send me a friend request, or I send you a friend request on Facebook. I add you to the secret Patreon Facebook group, and every week we have the weekly Q&A podcast, which, truth be told, is our favorite podcast because it goes if we're just talking about a specific season and a specific episode, it limits our conversation, versus, putting it out there where, you guys steer the ship. We can go anywhere. It's like, what's your favorite soft drink? What's the weirdest fan experience? Which, yikes, there was an answer.
Yeah.
And, so I just wanted to give everyone, as I mentioned here and Reddit, I want a sample of what it's like to be a patron and what the weekly Q&A is like. So I went to Reddit. I have a lot of pals there that love me. Probably love you more, Matt, because you are top 10 nicest Survivor. I'm not on that list. So,
that's hilarious.
There you go. Shirt available at johnnyfairplay.com. So, but this is just a peek behind the curtain of what we do on the Patreon side of things. I wanted to kind of just show what it's like when you guys steer the ship. So try us for 1 month. You might love it. I think you will. And that you can find the link to that at survivornsfw.com, or just go to patreon.com/survivornsfw. And for those of you wondering, if you go to patreon.com and you search Survivor NSFW and you can't find it, it's because this is an adult content show, and therefore, once you agree to be adult content, you also agree to be non-searchable.
Well, and let me just give a little disclaimer about that. So these podcasts that Jonny and I do are honest, open, no holds barred. I mean, we say shit, but it's not anything crazy. It's like,
it's not malicious.
What's that?
It's just honest. It's not malicious. It's just honest.
It's just honest, and we fucking say fuck, shit, damn. You know what I mean? It's just, we have potty mouths, but it's a real deal. And that's why when Jonny said, like, this is our favorite type of podcast, and I'll give you my opinion on why that is. Because when you're watching an episode of Survivor, or if you have a legendary Survivor guest on the show, on the off season, for example, it's not that there's like all this crazy pressure. However, we're trying to deliver the best podcast possible. So we're, during the show of Survivor, we're taking notes, and I'm like watching the show, but I'm outlining what's happening. So when Jonny and I do the podcast later, I can kind of make sure we're staying on track, right? Because I'm like looking at the time, and like we got to keep this under an hour so people, more or less, so people will be interested.
I'm writing jokes. I'm doing the opposite.
Yeah, Johnny's writing jokes. So it's a magnificent magnificent thing that happens of what Jonny and I both do to bring you the podcast, right? But there's a lot of kind of work involved. When the Q&A style thing happens, I have zero clue right now what any of the questions are. Because I've had a lot of shit going on.
I saw one question and I was about to go on and answer and I was like, nope.
Yeah, so literally there's no pressure. This is Johnny's going to read off the questions and we're going to give the best answer that we can based off of the damn question. And that's the beauty of it. It's spontaneous and I'm excited, Jonny, to get into these questions tonight.
All right. Well, thank you, Reddit, and thank you, was it Reddit_Survivor or Survivor_Reddit? Whatever it is, I get it wrong every time. But thank you for the retweet, and thank you to all the fan groups on Facebook that I shared the link there, and you guys went and sought this out on Reddit. So without further ado, let's answer some questions, give you guys a peek behind the curtain.
Hell yeah.
This is from Westman Survivor. Who are the dumbest Survivor contestants you guys have played with? Me first.
Well, Jonny, since you want to go first, I'm sure, let me just guess for you. Sandra Diaz-Twine and Lil.
No, No. I don't know. Actually, Lil's not the.
Oh God! Is this person going to be at softball with the Stars?
Well, Rupert's not very good either. Honestly, and I like him. I think Ozzy's probably the dumbest Survivor I played with.
Wow.
I mean, if I had to be honest, I mean, once again, I like him, and it's not. I just. All right, so
what's the definition of dumb, real quick? Like, what do you consider dumb?
Okay, so out on the island, we're all chatting. It's just like, hey, if you won the $1 million, what would you do with it? You know, and I'm just like, and this is right before I had Piper. I was like, first things first, put aside money for Piper's education.
Yeah.
Secondly, pay off my house. Third, put money away. Fourth, have a good fucking time. Let's not get it twisted. Jonny Fairplay still likes having fun,
right.
So not Pearl Island's fun, but
right.
It was fun. So that was kind of my bullet point list in order of what I would do. And Ozzy, very honest, he wanted to open up a factory in Mexico and make these knives, but not just normal knives, Matt Bischoff. So these knives would be like they would have these knife blades, and then in the handle you could unscrew the back of it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
You've never heard of anything like this, I assure you. Okay. And so inside there would be like, maybe, like toothpicks and waterproof matches and on the back of the blade, you could possibly like saw with it. So I threw out the idea. I'm like, what about a compass on and he was like, that's a great idea. For those of you that are not aware, this is called a Rambo knife.
Yeah.
Very popular. Millions sold.
Right.
Ozzy was going to call his the Ozzy knife, and a 100% original idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And I'm explaining, and he was just like, no. You unscrew the back.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm fully aware.
Oh my God, dude.
So I think that trumps Rupert and others.
Man, so you played 2 times. So so I've only played 1 time, and wow. Fans versus favorites, Survivor Caramoan. I did do a tribe swap where I was on the Bacall tribe for like
it
3
opens
days.
up the playing field of dumb Survivor contestants.
So obviously we have all the fans tribe to pick from,
Sure.
or we have Philip Shepard,
Uh-huh.
Corinne.
Philip Shepard, who we've attempted to get on the podcast, but does not understand how to work Skype.
No, he does not. Which
so
is
Cochran.
That
point, Philip.
Cochran and Don. So I'm going to say that's a toss up between Shamar and Eddie Fox on my season. Because there were some smart people. Eddie just was like, let's party. I'm with hot girls.
A little goofy, right?
I love Eddie.
Like
Eddie,
a fun goofy.
Oh, yeah. Eddie's a fun goofy. But in the game of Survivor, Eddie had no clue.
Or did he care?
He didn't care. He just wanted to eat food. That's why it irritates me so bad. Because fans versus favorites, peek behind the curtain, was not fans versus favorites. Half our tribe was fans, half of them were recruited. So that's BS. So the thing
recruits, they're the fucking worst, Matt Bischoff.
Well, recruits on a fan's favorite season is ludicrous, if you ask me.
Yes, I agree.
So the thing is, man,
of any time to have a recruit, that is not one.
That's not one. Because why would you call it fans versus favorites?
Yeah, I know for a fact there are enough good fans out there that you don't have to pat it.
There's been, since season 26, there's countless, they've fans. We've talked to, we've interviewed them. Yeah. We've met these people at charity events. There are fans, put Rick Devens and, Big Wendy was a fan. Her boyfriend and her watched the show. I mean, there's just countless people. So, anyways, I'd say, and then Shamar, that guy's dumb and a pain in the ass.
You're not helping your cause of mending the fence with you.
No, I'm not. Okay.
We've already done whatever Castaway watch along, which is a. Oh my God, I'm looking at the flare here at the bottom of the page. It's me, Thunder D.
Oh hell yeah, right on. But it's a funny question because it's like, how do you define dumb? What criteria makes somebody dumb? I don't necessarily think those guys are like dumbasses, but
no. I just thought it was silly that Ozzy had not.
Oh yeah, but in the game that is dumb, and that's fucking no common sense dumb. And then the two guys I mentioned is in the context of the game of Survivor, like dumb players, you know. So, anyways, there's my deal.
Okay, well, part 2 of Westman's Survivor's question is, what are your favorites? And he spells favorite. He's obviously not from America.
Yeah.
Or maybe just has a shitty spell check on his phone.
Yeah.
What are your favorite seasons, not including your own, and least favorite seasons? Okay. For me, favorite, I will include my own. I think Pro Island's one of the best seasons ever. I also like, I liked All Stars. I liked Africa. I like Cagayan.
Yep.
David versus Goliath.
Yep. So I'm gonna go favorites. I mean, as of recent times, David versus Goliath. I'm gonna go back to Borneo and Survivor Africa.
You like Token Chins? You just did a rewatch of that.
I did. I watched that. I would say least favorite seasons. I would say Ghost Island, Edge of Extinction,
Triple H,
One World.
Yeah. Oh wow! Should we sing the One World song?
But I mean, One World brought us like Troyzan.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
who I'm not allowed to say because so September 25th, Matt, as you're well aware, there is the premiere for Survivor Island of the Assholes.
Yeah, and you'll be in Florida.
I will be in Clearwater, Florida. I'm hosting an event at Muggs Sports Bar and Grill in Clearwater, Florida. The event is free for anyone that wants to go. I'll be joined by Morgan from Ghost Island, Kat from Survivor One World. Hot Cop Dan will be there. Jessica Pete. Jesse Camacho is an unadvertised surprise guest.
Ooh.
Thank you, Matt.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Shit.
I know. I'm not supposed to.
Real quick disclaimer: follow Jesse Camacho on Instagram.
Yes, and I'm not supposed to mention Troy Zan. He's also a surprise person, and also,
you're such an asshole.
There's a very, very big person that I'm not really not allowed to mention.
Ooh, I think I know this person.
Well, they can get loud too. What the fuck?
Right
But it's a free event. If you get there at 7:30. However, if you want to get there at 6:30, get premium seating, get autograph pics from all the survivors and more, exclusive meet and greet. Go to survivorafterhours.com to get your tickets for the exclusive VIP meet and greet. You'll be glad you did. You will regret that you didn't. And go to survivorafterhours.com to get tickets for that. That's for the premiere of Survivor Season 39. I'm going to be in Clearwater, Florida, with LJ, another surprise guest I'm not allowed to talk about.
Oh, right on. LJ
but,
McCannis, who just recently said he's taking a Facebook hiatus.
Well, because he's going to be too busy secretly going to the premiere party.
That's right.
So yes, so join us September 25th, Clearwater, Florida. Mugs. Go to survivorafterhours.com for that. And just announced a few days ago, I will be returning to the Dirty Bull Brewery in Durham, North Carolina on November 6th. Brett LaBelle making the journey from Boston to Cackalack. I did notice the Kakalaki hat that you're rocking there, Matt Bischoff.
Thanks to you. Yep.
So we also have some big surprise people that I'm not allowed to mention, Dr. Allison and others.
Well, Brett LaBelle already posted on social media that he's going.
Well, that's not a surprise.
I know that. I'm just saying it's pretty cool that he's like pumping it up.
Oh, he's pretty excited. I'm excited. I mean,
hell
fuck.
yeah. Dude, Brett LaBelle's another guy that I loved meeting.
Yeah.
Harsh Reality.
So that event, general admission $25, VIP is $75, but you get a Survivor Season 39 buff, 8x10, autograph pics, and once again, preferred seating, meet and greet and all that. Get tickets for that at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. Wednesday, November 6th in Durham, North Carolina. So, let's continue. This is from Watch and Tell, and their question is, who is your winner pick for Season 40, and who are you rooting for? Which could easily be two separate questions.
Winner pick for Season 40. We're not really supposed to know about Season 40 yet, are we? What is Season 40? Is it
this
school,
Q&A.
new school?
Yeah, this is the Q&A. So this is where we say the shit we're not supposed to.
That's right.
So,
no, I'm just kidding.
As opposed to the regular podcast where we sometimes play dumb.
So let me think about that. Man, who am I going to be rooting for? Wow, Wendell, Nick, Ethan. I would love to see a guy like Nick or Ethan or even Wendell win.
Well, there you go.
I'd like to see a male winner. No, okay. I mean, but people like Poverty. It's going to be cool.
I am not rooting for Poverty.
I'm not saying I'm rooting for Poverty, but I'm just going to say the dynamics of like seeing someone like her who's now a parent.
Versus a man that you like.
No, but I'm saying seeing her as a parent, is she still going to be the flirtatious chick that she was, previously that we've seen?
Supposed to fuck that now.
So
no, I reinvent it like I'm excited. We were talking to Russell a couple weeks ago. I'm excited to see Parvati implement a new strategy as opposed to Russell, who plays the same fucking game 4 times in a row unsuccessfully.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she does. I mean,
she has to.
Not really. Why?
Because she's married. She has a fucking kid. So, her gimmick was, hey, I want to fuck you.
You can still be flirtatious, like.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but I think by definition, you're kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, put it this way: like, let's say I'm a happily married man, and
Sure.
my wife goes back out to play Survivor. It, I'm not condoning shit, but if she was like being extra friendly to Jonny Fairplay,
Well, I mean,
and I'm like, look, if
I
you
am
want,
in the
if you
wheel,
wanna,
right?
Yeah, if you want to use your beauty, Tessa, to fucking swoon Jonny Fairplay and then fucking slash his throat and vote his ass out, like I would say, we'll see.
You know what? I say that, but but then I think Angelina just announced post Hearts Reality, which we found out at Hearts Reality, bearing child.
Yes.
Angelina also married.
Yep.
She has the kid. Shows up a year later, plays Survivor Jonny Fairplay. I'd fuck up my game for her. So you know what? All right, I take it. So no, as far as who I'm rooting for, you named three of my four. I'm rooting for Nick, Wendell, Ethan, and Michelle Fitzgerald.
Oh shit, I forgot about Michelle Fitzgerald. I love Michelle. Super.
Well,
cool.
you were pro dudes. You were just anti girls for a minute. I don't know what happened. Are you the was it the He-Man Women Haters Club?
No,
going on?
Dude. Trust me. There's I love chicks.
I love chicks.
Well, Michelle Fitzgerald is amazing and fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm a big fan. So man, it's gonna be exciting to watch. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited to see.
I'm picking I'm not narrowing my winner pick is one of them. Like I just. I'm fortunate enough to have friends out there, and so those are for my best friends.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting on I'm rooting on my bestest friends.
Right. Yep. Makes sense. I feel you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know. I was gonna be a dick and say, but I really think. I mean, Michelle Fitzgerald could fuck up my game. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh,
don't trust a big butt and a smile.
Yeah.
I don't think her butt's big, but
Oh, that's fucking funny.
All right. So Mark P11 writes, I believe you mentioned before that you were banned from Hearts of Reality until the last couple of years. Can you elaborate on why you're banned? I don't know. Did it have to do with that lovely story you shared on last week's Q&A, or just bad behavior in general? No, I think just bad. I've heard that there's like 3 different stories on why I'm banned
from Hearts Reality.
Reality. So it's just I was a party monster, and that was for a charity event. I can see where that'd be frowned upon. So if I were the people in charge of the event and there were a Jonny Fairplay like person from 10 or this was based on actions 15 years ago,
right.
I would probably not invite that person from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm with them.
Right.
So no ill will, no hard feelings. As I said, if because I do a lot of stuff with my community now, and if there's some obnoxious asshole that I'll ask them to leave and have them removed. Right. So
yeah,
I'm with it. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Like I'm team I'm team them, not me.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. So no, I'm glad I was given the opportunity to plead my case, be offered a second chance, and make it through double secret, triple probation, and come out on the other side unscathed and good to keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah. Props to Omar and Mike Nunez for having a great event, one that I will definitely be back to. And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out our content from Hearts of Reality, the last couple weeks we have dropped some pretty fun and exciting interviews. We even have Stephen Lee Hall Jr. from Naked and Afraid, Silas, and Jesse Camacho from Survivor Africa. We have Reem Daly, which was really fun.
Really fun to say.
Yeah, that's right. Reem Daly, and then Big Wendy, And
not as fun to say. I like her just as much, if not more. But
oh yeah,
Bailey is a lot more fun to say.
Big Wendy was awesome. And who am I forgetting? In the Big Wendy podcast, we did
Hot Cop Dan.
Hot Cop Dan doing the hottest chicks of Hearts of Reality.
Because that didn't ruffle any feathers over the course of the weekend, positively or negatively.
But yeah, check this out. If you haven't had a chance, if you're just literally tuning in and finding out what Survivor NSFW is all about, check out our backlog of podcasts, because we have tons and tons of stuff that it was like bucket list stuff for me. When we did our interview with Sari and Russell Hantz, and
you meeting Troy Zan if only he was the surprise guest at Clearwater, Florida, September 25th. Tickets available at survivorafterhours.com.
Right on. But yeah, check them out, and check out our website, survivornsfw.com. Johnny, next question. What's going on?
This is from Finn_Survivor for Jonny. Look at here. We got individual questions. Yeah. I'm going to spend about 40 minutes on this answer. I haven't read the questions yet, but I feel all right. How well do you think you could have done in Micronesia if you didn't have the mouth paints? I think I would have won Micronesia. Like I think I had the lay of the land. So I went in with the pregame alliance of Jonathan Penner, Yowman, and Eliza, which kind of sucked, but I had. Yeah. Eliza was cool, but the other two sucked in game. And then became very close with Sari inside the game and outside the game. So I felt that bond was strong. And then Ozzy and I became close. James and I became close. Amanda, we never got that close, and Parvati would have been the first out. So, and then Amy Kuzak became she was a bridesmaid in my wedding. Mm-hmm. One of my best friends on the planet, because someone that went to the game hating my guts, asked me to physically be separated from her at the Vanuatu finale. She just hated me so much to become so close out there. She's in tears, when I'm about to leave, and then, to go on for our friendship to grow so much more afterwards. I think I was in a really good spot. So, no, I think I wish, that bump on the side of the boat was game, set, match. I think if that wouldn't have happened, I think I could have pained it out. I was still hurting, but having a shattered jaw and then to hit the side of that boat from Yowman, that was game over. But even in pain, I would have gone further. I think I could have gone further, pain tolerance wise. Yeah. And I think I was in a great spot. So as I said, Parvati first out. There's plenty of people that go, you don't. I know, motherfucker. Okay, I was there. Right. And I think I could have won. There's no way a fan wins.
Right.
So sorry, you know that. It's not. Dude, it's not Jonny Fairplay being mean.
Speaking of that, I'm going to ask my own Q&A question. When I got the phone call that said, you made the cast of Survivor season 26, which we didn't really know was fans versus favorites.
Sure.
Let's say. But had I known, if I would have gotten that call and declined. If they liked me enough to put me on season 26 and I said, I'm sorry, but I can't go. In back of my mind, fans, favorites, I want to hold off.
Yeah.
What's the odds that they would have called me back again
after
declining that?
I think good, but I could be wrong, because I think it's one of those like a woman scorned. It's like, ooh, what's this dick I'm missing? Yeah. It's like one of the right. If the girl doesn't like it, the girl, but if you say no, they're like, hey, I miss you.
Right.
So,
right.
So, yeah. So no, I think if you make it, plus, just the time investment, the time and money and expense that they already have in you.
Yeah.
If you have a good enough. If the reason is good enough to say no to that and just like, hey, but consider me for another, if I'm in casting, I'm just like, well, fuck, this guy made it this far once. There's a fucking reason. Let's fucking roll the dice time now, and so.
So basically, I should have said fucking no. Got on season
go,
30
go
and fucking
fuck
won.
yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
All
And
right.
said dirty 30, motherfucker. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Part 2. This is for Matt.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Okay. Sorry. If you made the jury in Caramoan, who would you have voted for?
Wow. If I made the jury.
The correct answer is you can't vote for yourself, motherfucker. I would have been in the final 3.
Yeah. That's right.
I would have been making moves.
You know, I think Cochran was a good winner out of the final 3 because Sherry, as you know, I feel bad for Sherry because she was playing the game of Survivor. Like, as much as, like, I don't think she was some mastermind, but I was working with her. She was in my alliance. But no one gave her any credit at all. Dawn was more of a cutthroat player. And Cochran was more behind the scenes. So I think Cochran was, out of the final 3 people, I think Cochran was a deserving winner. Although you hate him.
Yeah,
I actually saw a picture on Instagram earlier of Cochran and Andrea Polke hanging out.
Yeah, they're perfect for each other.
But yeah, so I'd say it's hard to be in that situation.
Sure.
But
I would have given it to Sherry's boobs.
Would you call her Sandra Bullock or whatever?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Blonde Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, this is from BB Survivor 123. Why do you block almost every Survivor fan account on Instagram, but make a Survivor podcast? Insta Survivor fans would be a target audience.
Hold on a second. So this person is claiming like you block fans on your Instagram page.
Oh yes, very much so.
All the time.
Every fucking day.
Okay. So they love to hate you more than me because I don't think I've ever blocked anybody on.
Yeah, but you would if you knew this shit was all right. So
oh yeah, if people started,
And so here's what they do. So there's Insta games, Instagram games on Survivor.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like it's like playing a little online Survivor game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, but these motherfuckers, like they do, is just like go hide an idol on Jonny Fairplay in the comments on one of Jonny Fairplay's pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, but they do this or get Jonny Fairplay to cuss you out or whatever, and so they leave comments on pictures of my daughters.
Yeah. Ooh.
And do you think I'm fucking cool with that shit?
No, I wouldn't.
Because I can tell you the fucking answer.
No. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That draws the line. I would be like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You're
no respect.
Yeah. I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah. So BB Survivor 123, you might be a wonderful person. And honestly, 90% of the people that you think are nice about this are nice. They're not. I can tell you that the number is much higher of fucking shitbags that invade personal fucking privacy and that are purposely fucking dicks. And so as a result, do whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. So if you want to, do this shit, but like on my Instagram, sorry, it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow me, I go check out your deal. If I see that you play Insta games, I just block you. And also, I'll give you a little hint. I also look through your fucking followers and I fucking block them too. Because I don't want your asshole friend fucking finding me and putting the fucking shit on my fucking pictures. See, that's why now to even leave a comment, you have to be my fucking friend. Because you ruined that shit that I can't just fucking have it open because you pieces of shit have to fucking like write rude fucking comments on pictures of my daughter. A 2-year-old and an 11-year-old, you fucking scumbags.
Wow. See, I don't even know what Insta game. That's how dumb I am when it comes. Like,
no, you're lucky. I wish I didn't. So
I never heard of what Insta games are.
to wake up in the morning and see a picture of your 2-year-old daughter and some asshole writes, "Go fuck yourself"?
Yeah.
How fucking cool do you think you would be with anyone that does this shit?
I wouldn't. It would make me want to just be like, you know what?
Private, done.
Yeah, just fuck.
Yeah.
And the thing is, man, it's like this. Like, I'm a Survivor fan. When I was on
Survivor.
the show,
I'm here. We're answering questions from fucking Reddit because we love Survivor. We love the fans.
Right.
You know, hey, you know who doesn't love the fans? We do a thing called the fucking Castaway Watch Along, motherfuckers. Guess what? How many people are on your fucking season? 20 people? Out of 20 fucking people, 2 motherfuckers said that they would talk about the season because the other fucking not counting. So the other 17 motherfuckers don't give a fuck about Survivor and don't give a fuck about the fans.
Yeah, and we sit here, dude.
17.
Right, and we love it. So like, you know, we're just regular dudes that love the game of Survivor. That's been lucky enough to play the game of Survivor, and we get to talk about it on our podcast.
Yeah.
So when you
if
attack.
you play those games, find me on fucking Twitter. Follow me there, interact with me there, be friends with me there. It's fine. But like, if you play that fucking shit, I'm sorry. Too many bad people have ruined it for the good people. And it's nothing personal. And I apologize to the good people.
Yeah.
But waking up and seeing a picture of your 2-year-old daughter and some asshole writing, "Go fuck yourself," I'm sorry. It's done.
Yeah.
The gate is closed.
Right. Fair enough.
I mean,
Fired
there's
up.
nothing that infuriates. I mean, like, it took everything I could to hold back when I
Right.
saw that fucking question. So, as I said, it could be Survivor 1, 2. You might be the fucking worst. I'm giving you benefit of the doubt that you're fucking not.
Right. Yeah.
But there's some motherfuckers that ruined it for everybody else.
Right. Well, that sucks. So little piece of advice: be fucking cool.
Yeah,
like
cool. There you go, Matt. There's a fucking t-shirt.
Be fucking cool, and come, and if you know, softball with the stars, come hang out, man. Johnny and I will fucking hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? We were in Hearts of Reality talking to our patrons. You know what I mean? Having poolside conversations.
Yep, good times.
So right on. Next question.
Survivor 39 writes, describe the early days of Micronesia and how it would have been different if you had stayed. I feel like I answered that.
You did.
So, yeah. No, the early day, I mean, you know, I was in pain. I made some friends. Things were cool. You know, I was ready to play. So, but I mean, when you first start the fucking game and all right, so for those that don't know, really quickly, the Bonaducci incident happened 8 days before I left. So my front 4 teeth were knocked out. I had 4 root canals. My jaw, the picture that you see right there.
Yeah.
There's braces. I have braces and a wire to hold my fucking teeth in fucking place.
Wow.
Most people don't fucking know that. So.
That's crazy. Wow.
And then you know, my jaw shattered. I didn't eat a sandwich for 6 fucking months. I couldn't bite into a sandwich. 6 months.
God, dude.
So anyway, so no, fucking here's a good idea. When they ask Jonny Fairplay and then you fucking get attacked by Bonaducci, the answer is no.
Right.
Would have been a smarter answer. Did Jonny Fairplay know that? No. So who's the dumbest survivor? Jonny Fairplay, because he should have fucking said no.
Yeah,
there you go.
right.
There's an answer.
Yeah.
How about that one? This one is from Therm's Scissor Punch. I feel like there's something Thermos Scissor Punch, maybe? I don't know. Which player that you have not yet played with do you want to play with? Do you most want to play with? Also, will you watch International Survivor? It is great. I'm going to answer the second part first. International Survivor, every episode I've seen, I've loved. I just have no time. I'm getting back to my personal life. I have a 2-year-old and an 11-year-old, and any free time that I like, you would think Jonny Fairplay watches a lot of TV. I don't.
Jonny Fairplay happened to watch 50 seasons of Game of Thrones in like 2 days.
3 weeks, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning. But I created that free time. But yeah. So yeah, I caught up on Game of Thrones. It is the best show I've ever seen in my entire life. So,
that's a big statement right there.
Huge. Yeah. Last 2 seasons not as good as the first 6. So or first 5, yeah, 6. So, but no, I don't have it. So, if I had more, every international episode that I've seen, I've loved, and this season of Australia looks especially awesome. So that's me. As far as which player I've not played yet that I most want to, I want to play against Hatch. I want to play against Boston Rob. I want to play against Russell. I want to play against the other bad guys.
So the question was who you want to play against, technically, or with?
Which player that you have not played with do you most want to play with?
Oh, okay.
So you would with I mean against.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, like I have no desire to go out there and it's just like, who can I make the most friends with?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not, like, last time I checked, Survivor was an elimination game.
Yeah, right.
Play with motherfuckers I don't like.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because there's multiple ways to look at it. Because I'm like, shit, if I had a chance to play,
I love Tino Essen.
if I had some chance to play, man, fuck, like, phew, Jonny Fairplay, Lex Vandenberg.
Oh, so you're picking people you don't like either, huh?
No. I'm just saying, like, man, it'd be kind of, Coach Wade, Troyzan, dudes. There's Michelle Fitzgerald, Abby Marie. There's people that I would love. I'd like to fucking vibe with and play and strategize with. I'd love to play with Michael Snow again, Tyler Fredrickson.
I would also like to play Survivor with Abby Maria.
Yeah, but yes, that's a crazy question, man. It's because you are. You could say, fuck, I want to play with people I have I'd love to play with none of my friends because then I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you got to cut somebody's tie, even if there's a final 3.
But I don't want enough people that are friends collectively that don't like me.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Best question yet, even though we don't know how to say your fucking name. And will you watch International Survivor?
I have not, but I would. I don't even know where to watch them. I would watch Survivor Australia.
I think it's dailymotion.com maybe.
Okay, yeah. I'll try to watch some this week.
I watched some of Russell. Actually, how fucking random is? All right, so fucking crazy, insane Russell Hantz, who we had on the podcast a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Then does his fucking top 5 most overrated players list or whatever, and has me top 10 or whatever. I think it's top 10. I think it was number 9.
Russell Hantz did a podcast with that.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Okay. So he did a YouTube thing. All right. Okay. So, like, days after we have him on our podcast, he goes, "Now, I was just on their podcast, so they probably gonna get mad." But so he's talking to the most overrated players in the history of Survivor. He goes, "Well, Jonny Fairplay's a one-trick pony," and I was just like, "Am I?" He's like, "Subtract the grandma lie. What did he fucking do?" And I was just like, you know what? Russell is 100% correct, because if you've never seen my fucking season, which Russell hasn't.
Wow.
Then I am a fucking one trick, because that's the only thing you know about me for my season.
Dude,
I was on Russell's fucking podcast, and he's talking about legends. He goes, "Jonny, you're a legend. You deserve to be on Legends." Rob says, he ain't no legend. He don't deserve. And I'm like, Russell, I have a question. Have you seen? Just curious. Have you ever watched Amazon? Did you watch this? He goes, "No, I didn't watch that season." And I go, "But you feel that you have the right to say that Rob C doesn't deserve to be on a Legends season, even though you've never seen." I was like, hold on, before you say anything else that's stupid, because those words usually follow Russell's statements like that. I was like, "Did you watch my season?" "Nope." "But you're qualified to say that I'm a legend, even though you've never seen Pearl Islands."
Right. That's fucking crazy. How does he not seen that season?
Because he's never seen it. Because he wasn't in it.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm overrated, even though he has nothing to base that on. Rob C also overrated, even though, once again, I'm positive he didn't go back and watch fucking Amazon.
Right.
Sam Diaz Twine, the only 2-time fucking winner in the history of Survivor, and I'm just like, I think if you win twice, you're rated.
Yeah, dude, I got it tomorrow. I have some homework to do. I'm going to listen to his shit because
no, you don't need to. No, also on the list, Chris Underwood, who no one rates.
Yeah,
no one is going. Oh man, you know who the most deserving winner ever? Chris Underwood.
Oh my God!
Not even Chris's parents would say that.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. So Russell Hantz,
I like to refer to him now as Russell Clickbait Hantz.
Yeah, damn. That's wild, dude. That is fucking
That's
wild.
the dumbest fucking player that's ever played Survivor that I haven't played with. So in case you were wondering.
Man, this is fun. I'm having a great time. We are getting deep into the pod. I say we do. How many more questions are there, Jonny Fairplay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're about halfway.
Damn, we're already 50 minutes in. So why don't we do one more question, and then we will do some sort of. We were going to do another podcast, however we want to end up doing the second half of this.
Sure,
but
could be Patreon, could be next week. You never know.
You never know. So so to keep it fresh and enthusiastic, let's do one more question, and then we'll do the rest next time. And this has been fucking great. What's the next question, Jonny?
All right. This is from Reality X Warrior 4, if that is your real name. Is there anyone you still have beef with from Survivor? You go first, Matt Bischoff, because the top 10 nicest Survivor I know, Matt Bischoff, who everyone loves, and anyone will tell you, nicest guy they've ever met.
Yeah.
At least in the top 10.
Right.
One guy doesn't say that, does he?
No, so like Jonny said, I love people, and I really in life don't have many enemies. But as far as Survivor goes, Shamar from my season of Caramoan, which he was going to be on our podcast. Like he was like, I'm down.
Done deal.
So in our season, I had a problem with Shamar. Like prior to going out there during casting and in the pregame house before the game started, I was making eye contact, smiling, like giving body language of like.
Were you giving him the wink?
I just kind of like yeah, man. Like,
did you get one of these?
No.
That could be the problem. Some guys don't like that, but some girls hate that. Hey, everybody. All right. So if you're listening, you don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to describe it. So that means subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a couple milestones. We hit 500 subscribers. I'm giving away another rare buff. We hit 750, another rare buff. 1,000. I'm going to give away another rare buff. But subscribe to the YouTube. Watch this, and you can fucking just fast forward to the end. That's fine. We'll get the clicks. But yeah, homework assignment. Go out tomorrow and go to a girl. And see if she likes it.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. But yeah, so Shamar, I thought Shamar was going to be great in my season. You
thought he'd like this.
I did. He probably would.
He did not.
But, Shamar was hell on Survivor Caramoan. Yeah. But I was afterwards. What's that?
I think he would admit that he had a bad experience.
Yeah, but afterwards, man, like at the finale in LA, like I got a funny picture of him like choking me out. Like we had some fun times, sure. and we've been cool. We talked on social media, texted back and forth, and then apparently not too long ago, huh?
Dick pics?
No dick pics.
But all right. Well, I mean, I didn't know how strong the bond was.
Apparently, I did a podcast with Billy Garcia. One time I was a guest when Billy asked me to be a guest, and I must have said something about Shamar. And
I would be mad that you did a podcast with Billy Garcia.
And Shamar got fucking pissed and like blocked me. Just like so I'd say the fucking beef is with Shamar. What about you, Jonny Fairplay?
Ooh,
I'd say Lil. I'm gonna answer that for you.
I do have beef with Lil, don't I?
Yeah, because
according to Lil,
dude, last time. I don't know what it was. We're doing something. Lil started messaging you or something, right? Or on online.
She started commenting on like a Facebook post I put. Like Sandra posted a picture and I said, you're welcome for the $1 million.
Oh, yeah, and then she was defending Sandra, and then you guys got in this big war, and she was fucking irate, and then I literally hit her up myself because she lives in my town. I've never met her.
Yeah.
So
you never met her.
Because
she cares so much about the Survivor community.
So I messaged her and started the chat, and she was I forget what she said, but it was funny. It was like a beef, and you know, she's just one of those people like, oh, I feel sorry for Jonny type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah, but I would love to have Lil on a podcast with you, Jonny, and just see.
Oh my God! If Philip Shepard doesn't understand Skype, you think Dum Dum Lil does?
No. However,
no.
Lil lives in my town.
She could just come over to your house. She could sit beside you.
She just sit right here in her fucking Cub Scout uniform.
It's a Boy Scout uniform.
Whatever the fuck it is, Scouts.
I mean, Lil, I walked her through menopause.
Oh my God, dude.
He was rough, man.
But fans, dude, this podcast. We open it up to the Reddit community to give a little taste of what our weekly thing we do for the patrons. And I hope you guys enjoyed it because, like I said, this is the real deal. And
we'd like to have you guys join us in the secret Facebook Patreon group. And it's very simple. Join at whatever level, and we'll add you to the secret Facebook Patreon level and group, and you can contribute questions each and every week to these to the Survivor NSFW Q&A, and also fun. Yeah, I mean, what I thought this was fun. I get a little heated. I usually don't get this heated. I usually there's a lot of laughter and me saying things that I quickly regret after they fly out of my mouth. I'm just like, why the fuck did I say that? But it's a close community. We really appreciate the support. Like we're up many hours a week doing the podcast, so at some point we're just delirious, and that's usually when we get to the Q&A. So our craziness escapes, and you get to enjoy it, and we appreciate the support. It is a lot of work. People don't understand. There's we have to pay graphics guys, we have to pay the website people, we have to pay the hosting people. There are lots of expenses that occur weekly with a podcast, and I'm looking over here at 2,000 postcards that we give out at events to spread the word of Survivor NSFW. Those don't print themselves. No. So please. Support the podcast. Press the subscribe button on Apple Podcasts. Press the subscribe button on YouTube. And please become a patron. Go to patreon.com/SurvivorNSFW or just go to SurvivorNSFW.com. All the links for everything are there. Join us September. Our next event is September 14th in Cincinnati, Ohio. We will be playing softball with some of your favorite reality stars from all over reality television worlds. We have Rupert and Laura from Survivor. We have Trishelle from The Real World. We have a bunch of Big Brother people. We have
Adam Klein just got announced.
Adam Klein,
tons of survivors.
Tons. So that is September 14th actually September 13th and 14th in Cincinnati, Ohio. Go to softballwiththestars.com. That's softballwiththestars.com. And get your tickets and join us in Cincinnati with proceeds going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Really awesome charity there. And then the following week, September 25th, the premiere of Survivor 39, Island of the Assholes. I will be in Clearwater Beach. I'll be joined by Jessica Pete, Morgan, Hot Cop Dan, Jesse Camacho, Troy Zan, and a bunch of people I'm not supposed to say. That's a free event at Muggs Sports Bar and Grill in Clearwater, Florida, but you want to go VIP on that. Get tickets for that at survivorafterhours.com. And lastly, join us in Durham, North Carolina, November 6th, myself, Brett LaBelle, and some surprise castaways at Dirty Bull Brewing in Durham, North Carolina. Get tickets for that at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. And get a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. and a t-shirt like the one Matt Bischoff's wearing.
And I want to say this, if you're watching this on YouTube, before I forget, Jonny Fairplay, you have a poster that is the same image that's on your t-shirt. It is the poster that Eric Reichenbach drew, and we had a limited number of those. Can people get those still? Do we have some left, and where do they get them?
You can get them at our live events.
Okay, there you go. So that's another reason to go to the live event. I'm looking at it right now. Johnny's got a lot of cool stuff on the wall, and that poster,
I got War Dog behind me.
I saw
crazy is that?
I saw that.
Like so it's like I lost the fucking lottery. Like there you go, War Dog on your wall.
That's awesome. But come to the live events, like Johnny said, and subscribe to all their stuff. And we will see you next week on another episode of Survivor NSFW. Cheers.